Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today's tea is dandelion, burdock and hawthorn, and that combination is really good as it's anti-inflammatory, it's quite cleansing, it's cleansing for the liver, it's cleansing for the blood, and yeah, a nice little combination there. You know, herbal teas, they're so good. First of all, you get the water, obviously it's really good too, and a little bit of a warming tea is always nice, especially when it's so cold as it is now here in London anyway. I think it's just 2 degrees, so it's really cold again. So I'm super into herbal teas. I think it's such a great little thing to perk you up and also make sure that your body is well nourished. So today's video is a fermentation video. I'm going to mix cabbage, cauliflower, and I'm going to boost it up with some spirulina. This ferment is going to be quite green, because sort of green bluish actually, because this is a little bit green bluish. And what we're going to do is to cut up all the vegetables super finely fast, mix it with the salt, and then massage the whole thing. And basically you need to get the juices flowing. So you need all the juices from the vegetables to sort of leave the actual vegetables. So because we need the juices to cover the veg completely when we put it in the jar. That's how all the lovely bacteria is going to be flourishing and to keep any badness out. So easy. And then within a couple of days you will have the most wonderful ferment that you can have next to your food, and have it at lunch and dinner, a couple of tablespoons. That is sufficient for you to have super good health bacteria, really boost your bacteria. Maybe you've been ill this winter, a lot of people are, I can't believe it, and it's everywhere, everybody's ill. I haven't been ill once. It's autumn and winter, I'm really thankful, and I'm sure this has helped that I eat a lot of fermented foods. I also drink mostly kefir, water kefir in the mornings. This is where I got my water kefir. It takes only 48 hours and hey presto, you got some lovely liquid bacteria there. Good for you bacteria. So you need a kiln jar, you need a little bit of patience. You probably have seen in the health food shops loads of properly wild fermented foods. And they are lovely. I think it's amazing that we can, buy that nowadays. But it is obviously much more costly, and it's so easy to do at home. I think it's better to do it at home if you get the chance. Sometimes I buy some just because, first of all, I like to know what's out there. It's always interesting to see what combinations people come up with, and also to see if it tastes any better or worse. And I have to say, so far, I think the stuff you make at home tastes better. I don't know why that is. There's one that I quite like, but apart from that, everything I do at home tastes better than the stuff in the health food shops. And that's just my opinion. Also, it's so much cheaper. Now this one is, I think it was 79 pence. This one was £1 in the supermarket, and then I already had spirulina, and I don't know how much that is. I think it's quite expensive, but maybe 20 pounds, but I'm only going to use like a teaspoon of this, so that will be fine. And that's it. Well, you need a little bit of proper salt. So basically I just cut out the stem, and I think this is the best way to press down vegetables, because there's something completely biological and easy to use. You don't need to buy loads of fancy instruments or jars or anything like that. So that, we'll put that to the side. Now we need to measure our vegetables to see how much salt we're going to have. And for every kilo of vegetable, we need 10 to 15 grams of salt. So here's my cabbage. I'm using ordinary white cabbage. This is organic. I like to use organic stuff as much as I can. You don't have to use organic stuff. It works equally well without. But I think anything that helps the planet is a good thing. So why not pay a tiny bit extra for organic stuff when you can? So here's another plunger that I might use on another ferment. This is from the cauliflower, so I put that aside. And then I pile my veg up. So I'm just measuring up so I get all in all 1 kilo. It doesn't completely matter. So more cabbage and a little bit less cauliflower. And now we're just cutting up the vegetables finely, well, fairly finely, in quite small pieces, because it's easier to get the liquid out if we do. Now, of course, you can use a food processor or a grater. It just gives you different types of flavors as well, and textures, whatever sort of thing you need. But I want to show you how easy it is. I mean, everybody's got a knife, everybody's got a cutting board. I want to show you how incredibly easy it is. Now, you can either do these sort of shapes or leave it like longer like that. It's up to you. I'm going to do quite small, so it's almost like grated, but not completely. And then the cauliflower, I like to keep them a little bit, the pieces a little bit bigger than the cabbage, maybe like that. But you know, they're not all going to be that size. But just, I won't cut it up as much because I quite like it when they are a little bit cauliflowery, and then put it all in the bowl. So here it is. And now comes the fun part, where we'll put in the salt. So that was about 11 grams of salt, and we might have to put a little bit more in, up to 15 grams. And now we're going to massage this to get the liquids out of the vegetables. And this is where you can really get stuck in with some fabulous thoughts and intentions for your life and your, you know, your family, your health, your anything. And I'm putting some really great thoughts into this stuff that I want to achieve on a personal level, for the family, things I want to do, and also gratitude to what I got in my life. The cell walls of the vegetables are breaking down, and out comes the water. But I will do this for, I think, a good 10 minutes before I know. Okay, so that took a good 15 minutes. And now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of spirulina. As you can see, we got plenty of liquid now. And isn't this a great color? This is going to do wonders to your gut. And now we're going to pack our Kilner jar. I have loads of different ones, different sizes, because you never know. Even though I've done hundreds of ferments, you know, I never completely know which one. So sometimes I have these half-liter ones, 75 mils. Now this one, I just want to show you. I love the shape of this, but this is not good because it doesn't have that clamp on, and I have destroyed ferments because of that, because too much air is coming in. So you really need something with a clamp, and also the rubber ring, obviously. So yeah, now we start packing. This is such a lovely color, and really make sure that there are no air bubbles. So some people are a little bit worried about fermented foods, but really there is absolutely no need. It's actually safer than most other things we eat. Because first of all, the salt in there, make sure that the good bacteria get the upper hand. And the second thing is the liquid. Make sure the liquid is covering the vegetables, and you'll be completely fine. And then we put the outer leaf. It's going to press down the vegetables. Then the little plunger thing. This is now all done. Now you can put it anywhere, not in the fridge, because then it won't do its thing. You need it to ferment. So basically you can put it anywhere in the kitchen. Slightly warmer is better than slightly colder because it goes quicker. So I sometimes put mine on the mantelpiece, but make sure you put them on a cloth or on a plate that you don't mind being destroyed, because sometimes they do leak and especially with this color it might not be so good. So just think about that, and then leave it for a couple of days and then taste it. So maybe 3 days, maybe even 4. And then taste it to see if it's to your liking. If you wanted a bit more of that sort of fermented taste to it, then leave it a little bit longer. But one good thing to do could be to open it up a little bit, burp it, because otherwise it might explode if you completely leave it for a long time. So just burp it a little bit now and then, maybe every second day. And then when you feel it's all done, and then you just put it in the fridge. So I hope you like this video. You can get more information on my blog, which is lisagusto.com, and then you can sign up for a newsletter, and then you won't miss anything. Because I do have a bit of an announcement soon. It's something that I'm quite excited about, so I hope you tune in for that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like these videos, and I will see you next time. Bye!